like you to leave.
Hi, how are you?
Perfectly wonderful. I'm Officer Devers. Officer Krause is coming through the door. You're being audio and video recorded for evidentiary purposes.
I'm sorry, can you just say your name and your badge number?
I can tell you I'm Officer Devers. This is Officer Krause. I appreciate your videotaping everything. But the post office called and said they've asked you to leave. So they would like you to leave. This is their property, and so they have every right to ask you to leave. So
Can I just get your badge number? Why can't I get your badge number?
It's 3126.
Okay, thank you.
So can you please leave?
Do you understand, what department are you with?
I'm with the Hagerstown City Police Department. Same city you're in.
Oh, okay.
I assume you know that.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you could do me a favor and please leave, that'd be great.
Okay, can you call a supervisor? Because you have no jurisdiction on this property. You do not. Okay. I'm telling you, before you make a mistake, you should call your supervisor. This is federal property.
So, sir, who do I have the luxury of talking with today?
Oh, my name is Sean.
Sean what?
Just Sean.
No, you don't have a last name?
It's just Sean.
So no one gave you a surname when you were born?
It's just Sean, ma'am.
It's just Sean. So you want to know my information, but you don't want to share yours with me?
Well, you're technically the public servant here, ma'am, not me.
Okay. So,
how you doing today, sir? Can I get your name and badge number, please? Sir? Can I get your name and badge number, please, sir? Can I just get your name and badge number and I can walk in?
3834.
Okay.
All right, we'll deal with you in a minute.
Great. Officer, you're going to shut the post office down for what? If you would look at the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property, poster 7, it will explain to you exactly that I have the permission to do what I'm doing, and the First Amendment of the United States Constitution as well. Ma'am, can you please call a supervisor?
Sir, I've already done that.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Actually, I think I've called 3.
Three supervisors.
You have 3 supervisors to
Great.
work through your issues today.
Okay, I don't have any issues. I think the people at the... Why would you close down the post office?
Huh?
Why would you close down the post office?
Well, we're just making sure that we make sure you have privacy to deal with your issues so the rest of the world isn't privy
Yeah,
to
I don't
it.
have any issues.
Okay,
I'm okay.
well, I'm glad.
I'm okay. Did you not know that you don't have jurisdiction on federal property? Just letting you know, that's all. And I'm not doing anything illegal. Anyway. Sir, can you just tell your supervisor, since they don't want to speak to me, can you just let them know to look up poster 7, the rules and regulations governing conduct on postal property? It's a federal law. I'm being serious. I'm trying to be genuine with you.
Well,
it's a federal law.
I'm not sure you're being genuine when people have asked you to stop filming them.
But sir, I have the right to film for news purposes.
Why would you?
Because I have the right. Why else would anybody exercise their rights? Because they have the right to.
I'm firmly in favor of people having the rights.
Yeah, we have a right. I
As long
wasn't.
as you don't infringe on other people's rights.
Was I filming anybody directly? Was I doing anything when I walked in?
There are people that said you were, and they actually said they asked you to stop. They did. They came.
When you saw me filming, what was I filming, sir?
You were filming the walls, and
Okay.
then you came up front. Where,
So are you leaving? You were told to leave. Are you leaving?
Are you going to arrest me if I don't leave?
Yes.
Can I speak to a supervisor, please?
You're under arrest.
I was ready to leave. You have no jurisdiction on this property. So as you just saw, I was unlawfully arrested and my constitutional rights were violated by the Hagerstown Police Department right here in Maryland. I'm going to try and make this as quick as possible because I will be going live in the coming days to explain everything in more detail, as well as share the police report with all of you and any discovery or court documents that I may receive. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you have notifications turned on so you do not miss it. Now that being said, what everybody wants to know, what happened after the camera got cut off and what was I ultimately charged with? So the arresting officers, Devers and Krause, 2 complete and utter tyrants, ripped the camera out of my hand, placed me in handcuffs, and put them on so tight that it cut off the circulation to my hands. When I complained, their response was, well, they're not built for comfort. But it gets worse. It gets worse. They hotboxed me, which means that they put me in the back of their cruiser on an 85-degree day with all the windows rolled up and the car turned off. I could barely breathe. I was screaming and banging on the door trying to get them to turn the car on. And when they finally did, Officer Devers tells me, I don't take orders from you. Really, Officer Devers? A little compassion? That's giving you orders? Just asking for a little humanity from your cruel and unusual punishment? Ridiculous. I was then transported to the Washington County Jail. I actually just left the Washington County Jail. I was there for 4 hours in a cell. I got fingerprinted. My property was inventoried. I saw a bail commissioner, and I was later released on my own recognizances. I was ultimately charged with criminal trespassing, even though if you watch the video, the postmaster never ordered me to leave. They told me to stop recording or they'll call the police. So I don't know where they get criminal trespassing from. They also charged me with failure to obey, because God forbid we do not obey our own public servants. Failure to obey and criminal trespassing is what I was charged with. Completely ridiculous. No one ordered me to leave. Tyrant Kraus said, "Are you going to leave?" I said, "Are you going to arrest me if I don't?" He said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, can I speak to a supervisor?" and placed me in handcuffs. But it doesn't matter about the facts of the case. It doesn't matter that they didn't have any lawful authority to trespass me from public when I'm engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. None of that matters. Because if you hear me on the video, I tried to explain to them they have no jurisdiction at that particular post office. For those of you familiar with my Waterbury, Connecticut post office case, the charges were dismissed. I submitted a motion to dismiss based on subject matter jurisdiction, and the judge sided with me, issuing a decision that stated that any United States post office that was built before 1940, the federal government has exclusive jurisdiction, meaning that local law enforcement have zero authority on that property. And I tried to explain this to them, but they would not listen. So these charges will get dropped. If the past is any indicator, it will be a long and hard fight, but I'm up for it, because I know I have we the people behind me. We can do it together. I will also be staying here in Hagerstown. They're not running me out of town. I'll be staying here. Tomorrow I'll be going to the police department where I'll be filing official complaints against the tyrants responsible for stealing my freedom, for robbing me of my freedom. I'll be filing official complaints against them, as well as requesting the body camera footage from the incident, because thankfully they were wearing body cameras. So stay tuned to the channel. Again, I will be, as soon as I get the body camera footage, I will post it right here. This, ladies and gentlemen, is uncalled for. Tyranny has no place in our country. None. I will be exhausting all my remedies. I'll be going to the FBI here in Maryland to file a civil rights violation complaint, because it is against federal law to do what Officer Devers and Kraus did. They should be arrested. I will not let this stand. It is my First Amendment right and your First Amendment right to petition our grievances to our government peacefully. And that's what I plan on doing. And I will hold everyone involved in this situation accountable. You can bet on it. And I will be filing a federal lawsuit. I've already contacted my attorney here in Maryland. He's on the case. We're going to be filing basically the same motion I filed in Waterbury, Connecticut. And, stay tuned to the channel, guys. I'm going to be giving constant updates on what's going on here. I really appreciate you guys. I love you all. As always, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comment section below. Stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.